Breezy World Podcast, and I'm back with another episode. So, WNBA news, of course. Simone Augustus is getting a statue outside of LSU, where she played college ball at. So that's pretty dope. That's cool. She's getting the statue. She definitely deserves it. She's I don't know if she's retired or not, but definitely a hell of a basketball player. Nice little jump shot. Always had a nice little game. She played in Minnesota. Talented sister. Yeah, so that's pretty cool, man. That's a huge honor. A lot of people don't get those kind of things, done. So it goes to show you how talented she was, how much game she had. I think she went to women's Final Four 3 times. Yeah, 3 times with the Tigers. And then she was the number 1 pick in 2006. Wow. She was drafted in 2006. She finished her WNBA career in 2020 with the Los Angeles Sparks. Yeah, she did play with the Los Angeles Sparks. So she did retire. She got a statue outside of her old college, where she went to the Final Four 3 times with the Tigers before being drafted in WNBA in 2006 with the first overall pick. Definitely a dope player. Very talented. Can shoot the basketball. Like I said, I did watch her play in Minnesota, but I think I watched more games of her playing with the LA Sparks. Always been good. Always had a jump shot. She definitely deserved the statue outside of LSU. So congratulations to her. On that. That's a huge accomplishment. Maya Moore. She also retired from WNBA. I was hoping we would get one more season from Maya Moore. It would have been dope to see her come back for one more year and play in a Minnesota Lynx uniform. Her number should be retired by the Minnesota Lynx. That number, I believe she wear 23. Her number 23 should be retired. She's a 4-time WNBA champion. So, she got 4 rings. Great career. Definitely a Hall of Famer. Great collegiate career. I watched Maya Moore at UConn. Like I said, I watched a lot of college basketball during that time. It was the good teams during that time was UConn. Who else was good? UConn. Notre Dame was good. There was quite a few good women college basketball teams during that time period, but no teams were greater than Gino Oriana UConn basketball teams. He always had a great women's basketball program. UConn. Some of the best players he coached that went on to play in the WNBA. Some of the best players came out of that program. Produced a lot of WNBA players and superstars. You don't have too many coaches that were great and produced players like that. Dawn Staley, she's producing players like that right now. He's still producing players. You had I forgot the coach name for Notre Dame. I'm not sure if she's still there. I think it was Muppet or something like that who coached Skylar Diggins Smith, and Kayla McBride. That was another good team during that time. The great Pat Summits, who coached Candace Parker, Shannon Barber, Alexis Hornbuckle, I believe, went to Tennessee. May Pat Summit rest in peace. She was a great coach too. So, it was those schools at that time with Gino, that were always in the mix of things. But Gino always was winning championships, close to winning championships. I even watched, not to go too far off topic, but I even watched Candace Wiggins at Stanford. Yeah, I watched her at Stanford too. She was another one who was a great college player. NBA career was pretty decent. WNBA career was pretty decent. There was something about her though. I don't know what it was. I always like something about her. But yeah, she came from Stanford. Who else came from Stanford? I don't want to lie as far as women basketball players. Was it Anika Boumake and her sister? Did they come from Stanford? I think they came from Stanford too. I don't want to lie. I do believe that they came from Stanford. Anika Boumake and her sister, I believe they played at Stanford. Again, not too sure. But Maya Moore, winner at all levels, winner in college. Breanna Stewart is also a product of Gino Auriemma and UConn. Like I said, it's a lot of players you're gonna find that's in the league or that was in the league that retired that came from that program. It's a great basketball program. Any woman or young lady that's into playing college basketball, that's into playing basketball and going into the college level, you gotta look at UConn women's basketball program, especially if Gino Auriemma is still there, and Dawn Staley at South Carolina State, I believe. That's another program that's good for women's basketball. Baylor was a good program too, that produced Brittany Griner and Odyssey Sims. So yeah, it's some programs out there that's good. It's also you get your players from your North Carolinas of the world, but North Carolina is more of like NBA players, just like Duke is more NBA players. Who else is more NBA players? Kentucky. Those programs produce more NBA players. But I believe it's I can't think. Is her name Deja? I believe she plays at North Carolina. She should be probably the next big thing coming out of college for the women whenever she decides to come into the WNBA. So it's a lot of players on the radar. It's a beautiful thing when you see the sport growing. And like I said, Maya Moore is a winner at all levels. She won gold medals, 4 championships, won a championship or 2 in college. So she definitely had a great career. Like I said, the Lynx should retire her number, number 23. Just a fantastic career. Just like when Candace Parker gets done with her career, another Hall of Famer, 2-time WNBA champion. Whenever she decides to hang her jersey up, she's gonna be a Hall of Famer too. But Maya Moore definitely had a great career, great run. You knew the Lynx were gonna always be a threat to be in the playoffs as long as Maya Moore was there playing, and they won a lot of games. That they did for sure. And she's a winner. Always have been, always will be a winner. Congratulations to her. I just wish we would have got one more season to just, give her that going away tour that a lot of players get. when they retire. Sue Bird retired and called it a career. Seattle is gonna retire Sue Bird's jersey. She definitely deserved it. I believe Sue Bird also came from UConn and Gino Oriana, if I'm not mistaken. He has coached so many great women basketball players, and continuing to produce WNBA players that are always ready to compete at a high level when they come into the WNBA. You know, he builds a foundation for those women to be great in their career at the next level. So, you know, great coaches produce great players. You know, Stephanie Dolson is also a product of Gino Oriana, and she plays for the Liberty now. I didn't even know she played for the Liberty. I happened to be playing 2K the other night. It seemed that she was on that team, and also what's her name? Who used to play in Seattle? Oh man, I forgot her name. But yeah, she used to play in Seattle with Breanna Stewart. She's also with the Liberty too. So it wouldn't be surprising if Breanna Stewart came to the Liberty. And if that happens, the Liberty is definitely going to be the favorites to win. But like I said, as long as Candace Parker is still playing, decides to go back to Chicago will also be, you know, in that race to win another championship. And of course, you know, the ace is going to still be there, the Las Vegas ace, because Audra Wilson is a baller. Kelsey Plum and them girls, they can play basketball. Jackie Long has come into her own. She's playing well. So there's a lot to be seen as far as, you know, destinations and where a lot of these players are going to end up. If the Washington Mystics can get Breanna Stewart to play with Elena Della Don, oh man, that would be something. That would be something else. Those two playing on the same team, you know, that can ball. They both can ball out of control. I mean, that would be special for DC basketball. The Mystics could pull that off. But it's cool though, you know, it's real cool. You know, Sue Bird getting her jersey retired, and Maya Moore should be getting hers retired soon. Maybe a statue outside of, you know, the Minnesota Lynx Arena. I believe the Timberwolves play there too, but outside that arena, I believe that's Target Center if they play in the same arena. But yeah, she definitely deserves to get her statue outside there too. I'm sure Candace Parker's gonna have one. I'm not sure if Lisa Leslie got one, but she deserves to have one outside, you know, Staples Center too. With I think Shaq got a statue out there. Hopefully the great Kobe Bryant gets one outside of Staples Center next too, if he doesn't have one out there already, but he should be next in line if not. Yeah, that's all I have, you know, for now. Just wanted to put this little video together real quick. Just congratulating Maya Moore on her retirement, and Sue Bird on hers too, and just naming some of the great players that came out of that UConn program. As always, peace and love. Until next time.